Hey guys, and welcome back to another one of our off-season NBA reviews. Today we are going to do the Charlotte Hornets. Now, if you've been following me for a while now, you remember I've already made a video about the previous organization of the Charlotte Hornets. Back when Rich Cho was a GM, Mitch Kupchak was not in, and I detailed some of the problems they had back then, but I have reviewed this off-season, and let's just go ahead and get right into it. Starting with the draft, which is pretty much the biggest thing that the Charlotte Hornets did this off-season. They drafted Miles Bridges. Great athlete, really good defender, just another player that just makes winning plays, is super athletic, always really into the game. I really like him. He's a pretty consistent shooter, actually. 54% he shot in 2 seasons at Michigan State, 37% from 3, which for a bigger guy that he is, he's about 6'7", 225, 230, but it's really stronger than he looks. Is pretty good shooting numbers. He's also an incredible rebounder for his size and can really bang down low with some of the bigger players in the NCAA. Another one of the better things that they did this offseason is that they brought in James Borrego, the assistant from San Antonio. Basically, anybody that comes from San Antonio is a plus. James Borrego is apparently a fantastic coach, and we'll find out, but I think they hit a real good jackpot bringing him in as head coach. Going into the offseason signings, they were very, very quiet. They actually only brought in one player, and it happens to be another player from San Antonio. They brought in the coach from San Antonio, and now they're bringing in Tony Parker. Yes, we were all shocked. Tony Parker getting that money in his last couple of years. 2 years, $10 million for the Charlotte Hornets. I guess you could try and do this to help Kemba Walker. I mean, Kemba Walker has a similar game to Tony Parker. He's a better outside shooter, but I guess Tony Parker is being brought in there as a backup point guard and also to be a locker room guy, help James Borrego out as essentially an assistant coach inside the locker room to help mentor some of these young players like Malik Monk, Miles Bridges, and Kemba Walker. From a playing perspective, I don't think Tony Parker's really going to add much. He'll have his moments. I think he'll have sort of like a Dwayne Wade-esque season. They'll go later into the season. They probably won't make the playoffs, but there will be moments when Tony Parker really shows his younger years. So we've gotten through all the good stuff, and here we go back to the Charlotte Hornets that we all know and love, and this the flurry of trades that make absolutely zero sense. So basically, the year after LeBron won the title with Cleveland, the Believe Land year, Timofey Mozgov, Tristan Thompson, Matthew Dellavedova, everybody watched them in the finals and thought they were super, and it was really just because LeBron made them look that much better. So Dellavedova got a massive contract he didn't deserve. Tristan Thompson got a massive contract he didn't deserve. And the same happened with Timofey Mozgov. He looked great in Cleveland, but that was when you had LeBron and JR, Thompson all doing the work, and Mozgov got to clean up, and he really cleaned up. He got a major contract from them. So Dwight Howard was on Charlotte. Charlotte traded Dwight Howard to Brooklyn for Timofey Mozgov and 2 second-round picks. Mitch Kupchak has a fascination with Timofey Mozgov. Mozgov, letting you know, still has 2 years, $32 million on that contract. Dwight, in response, or not really in response, but it ended up he only took a $5 million buyout from Brooklyn. So if they wanted to, Dwight could have taken a $5 million buyout with Charlotte, and they would have been able to save on Mozgov's contract. They wouldn't have gotten those 2 second-round picks. But it does not end there. Then the Charlotte Hornets trade Mozgov for Bismack Biyombo and 2 more second-round picks. So, in total, now, they have traded Dwight Howard for 4 second-round picks and Bismack Biyombo. Now, Bismack Biyombo's contract is even worse, and he's probably a worse player or at equal footing with Timofey Mozgov. He's a good rebounder. That's it. He can't do anything else. Bismack Biyombo is on a 2-year, $34 million contract. The second year being a player option, it's $17 million. There's no way that he is not taking that player option. So, Dwight Howard for 4 second-round picks and Bismack Biyombo. I like the 4 second-round picks. You can definitely use those, turn them into a first-round pick possibly. But Bismack Biyombo, when you had Dwight Howard putting up 15 and 10 for you on a favorable contract that Dwight Howard ended up buying out of anyway, I mean, I just don't understand the tilt-a-whirl of trades going on here to land you 4 second-round picks, which again could be helpful, but a center that you're not going to use, and that's eating up $17 million in cap space. I just really do not understand it. The draft pick was good. The head coach signing was good. Tony Parker was honestly a neutral move, in my opinion. And then this weird flurry of trades. I don't know about this offseason whatsoever. And I'm going to give him a pretty harsh grade for it, just because I just do not understand the flurry of trades from Charlotte. So, final grade, Charlotte Hornets, D-. Yes. Miles Bridges, great player. Questions on where he's going to fit into the Charlotte Hornets team. We don't know if he's a small forward. He's pretty small for a power forward. Not athletic enough for a 2-guard, though. So there's some questions surrounding him. Tony Parker doesn't do anything for you, really. So locker room presence. In these flurry of trades, I did not like this offseason whatsoever. So a D- for the Charlotte Hornets. Be sure to disagree with me in the comment section below. No, guys, let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. Let me know what your grade for Charlotte was this offseason. Be sure to subscribe for more. I will be coming out with more very, very soon. Also, more Jazz My GM coming out as well. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next offseason review.